here, what's going on?
So what is your favorite blooper of all time that you've done, or just best, last, and I do love you, Jerry Wilson.
One of the funny bloopers actually didn't make it.
No, we can't say that. Funniest blooper. I don't know. There's a few that make me laugh still today.
I had sulfur for breakfast.
That one makes me laugh still today.
God, did you eat? What is that, sulfur?
I had sulfur for breakfast.
My sister texted me randomly 2 months ago, and we hadn't talked in a week or two, and the text message comes in, it's like, Megan. And so I opened it up, and all it says is, I had sulfur for breakfast.
What's some other ones? You know what? Misha got me like 2 days ago. And I don't know if it'll make gag reel, but you guys might never see it. But it was the end of the scene, and there was no more dialogue. The camera was still rolling, and so I just set him up to see what he would say, and I asked him a question. He came back with a left field answer that I just folded. There's been a lot of good ones. There's also been a ton that you guys never got to see because there's so much goofing off on the set of Supernatural.
Yeah, I will say this. I will say my favorite blooper probably is Eye of the Tiger. But my favorite blooper that you'll never got to see was in Heaven and Hell. We did a master shot, which is basically like you put a camera there and you see the whole room. And it was terrible. It was like Robin, our props girl, was like walking in and like handing us an angel blade and like walking out. And meanwhile, we're acting. At one point in time, I think an angel's exploding, so Sam's being like this. And then I was like, okay, I got it. And then Jensen saw his face covered, so I was like, oh god. So it was the most awkward.
Well, it was a big wide shot in this barn, and there were, on one, it was like the Sharks and the Jets. It was like the angels and the demons, and we all kind of like got out of the way and like hid behind some bales of hay, and this wide shot. I think it's like a 5-page scene, and people are getting spited, and they're dying, and there's there's lights going off, and there's cues, and then there's like angel blades skittering across the thing. So we were having just people walk in while the camera's rolling, and just like place a knife down and come back. Meanwhile, we're still like this, and it's every couple of minutes. And I'm not kidding, at one point, one of the stunt guys that had got knocked out at the beginning of the scene, in the middle of the scene, a lull in the dialogue, we just hear this. He falls asleep. So that particular moment in time is now just known as Supernatural Dinner Theater. And it's referred to often. So we've had some good ones, and we thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you guys so much.
So William Wallace, thank you. William Wallace.
We're doing one more, guys. There's still people here. We're doing one more. Come on, one more. We're not done?
I'm not asking. No, these people, they're right here.
Hi. We were wondering, because Sam and Dean have been through so much, if it's ever affected them like too deeply, because I know I've been through a lot, and my family's been through a lot recently. It's not as much as Sam and Dean, obviously, but it has caused a lot of trauma, causes people to become suicidal. And I wondered if Sam and Dean have ever been through that and how they would get through it, or would help anybody else get through that.
Because I think I probably had the most recent scene like this in Sacrifice, there are certain times where Sam has thought it better to get rid of himself than it's to help somebody, but getting rid of yourself isn't going to help anybody. And if you're not around to fight, and I have a friend that I've met through these conventions. She's not here today. She's home. She's here in the earth. But she kind of told me the same thing. She said her had some struggles and yada yada. And I basically said, when times get tough for me, or when times have gotten tough for me, I try to think of what I can do for somebody else as opposed to what's not being done for me. I think that's not nobody gets to leave this world alone. And there's help that you need, help that I need, and it doesn't change. If you go from being a student in high school to being a TV star, it doesn't mean that I don't have any troubles. It doesn't mean that Judge doesn't have any troubles and problems. Which would that mean OSRIC has never had a moment where you're like, God, I'm overwhelmed right now. We all get overwhelmed. But at some point in time, when you stop saying this and you start saying, what can I do for that, then just keep fighting, right? Keep fighting. We love you all. We're going to take some pictures of Misha. So, this brings back to reality.
Guys, we don't usually do this. We don't usually award best fan of the con. We usually don't go there. But this time there's a standout. It's OSRIC Chow. He's coming back. Except for mine. Best fan! And to all of you, I will say, Nikki Acox is coming up. Autographs going up with Wayne Wilson and Nikki